Hello, I think you will be all well in all respect. Now, today we will discuss how to interpret the C chart. So, here you have the topic interpretation of P chart. So, we will discuss it point by point. So, here you have number one point. From the P chart, a process is decided to be in statistical control in the same way as is done for X bar and R chart. Okay, from the P chart, a process is decided to be in statistical control in the same way as is done for X bar and R chart. And you have to see that if all the sample points fall within the control limits without showing any specific pattern, then the process is said to be in statistical control. And in such a case, the observed variation in the fraction defective are attributed to the stable pattern of chance causes, and the average fraction defective P bar is taken as the standard fraction defective P. Number 2 point, the points outside upper control limit are termed as high spots. You should keep this point in your mind that the points outside the upper control limit are known as high spots, and this suggests deterioration in the quality and should be regularly reported to the production engineers. Means if high spots is found, then this is an indication of lack of quality, and this should be reported to the production engineer. Now the point is that why such cases occurs. So the reasons for such case should be traced, and after tracing it should be removed. If the details of the conditions under which data were collected were known. Third point is that point below LCL means point below lower control limit, called low spots, and such points represent a situation showing improvement in the product quality. So you should keep in your mind that if there is case of low spots, then it means product quality is improving, and if there is a case of high spots, it means product quality is deteriorating. And fourth point, when a number of points fall outside the control limits, then A revised estimate of P should be obtained by eliminating all the points that fall UCL. Okay, when a number of points fall outside the control limit, then a revised estimate of P should be obtained by eliminating all the points that fall above UCL. Since it is assumed that the points that fall below LCL are not due to faulty inspection, so we consider only the points above the UCL. The standard fraction defective P should be revised day by day in this way. So these are the 4 points to interpret the P chart. Now we will discuss control chart for number of defective per units. The control chart for number of defective per units is known as C chart. Now we will understand where such cases may exist. The field of application of C chart is much more limited as compared to X bar and R chart or P chart. Okay, means use of C charts is limited. Now first we should know the difference between the defect and defective. What is the difference between defect and defective? It is the point. An article which does not conform to one or more of the specific actions is known as defective, while any instance of articles lack of conformity to specification is a defect. Once more, an article which does not conform to one or more of the specifications is known as defective, and which any instance of articles lack of conformity to specification is a defect. Thus, every defective contains one or more of the defect. Okay, every defective articles contains one or more of the defects. That is why it is called defective. And for example, a defective casting may be further be examined for blow holes, cold, shots, rough surface, etc. Unlike D or NP chart, which appears to the number of defectives in a sample, C chart is applied to the number of defects per unit. Okay, C chart is applied to the number of defects per unit. And sample size for C chart may be a single unit. This is also very important. Sample size for C chart may be a single unit, like a radio or group of units, or it may be a unit of fixed time, length, area, etc. For example, in case of surface defects, one of the surface in the sample size. In case of casting defects, a single point such as base plate, side cover is the sample size. However, sample size should be constant in the sense that different samples have exactly equal opportunity for the occurrence of defects. So it is the important that the sample size should be constant. It should not be variable so that each unit may have equal chance of occurrence. Now, what is the limits for C chart? So then in many manufacturing or inspection situations, sample size n, it means area of opportunity, is very large. Since the opportunities of the defects in any one spot is very small, such that NP is finite. And in such a situation, from statistical theory, we know that the pattern of variation in data can be represented by Poisson distribution, and three sigma control limits based on Poisson distribution are used. Since for a Poisson distribution, mean and variance are equal. Therefore, if we assume that C is a Poisson variate with parameter lambda, then we get expectation of C is equal to lambda and variance of C is equal to lambda. Since mean and variance of the Poisson distributions are equal. Okay. Therefore, the 3 sigma control limits for C charts are given by, it is the usual formula, UCL for C, upper control limit for C, is equal to expectation of C plus 3 under root variance of C, and this is your equal to lambda plus 3 under root lambda. And lower control limit for C chart is equal to expectation of C minus 3 times under root variance of C, and this is equal to lambda minus 3 under root lambda. And control limits for C chart equal to expectation of C, and and expectation of C is equal to lambda, and let these all equation be denoted by equation number 1. So you have find upper control limit, lower control limit and control limit for C charts. Now there are two cases, and case number 1 is that standard is given, and case number 2 is that standard is not given. Then case number 1 we will discuss. If lambda dash is the specific value of lambda, then UCL means upper control limit for C chart is equal to lambda dash plus 3 under root lambda dash, and LCL for C is equal to lambda dash minus 3 under root lambda dash, and CLC, that is control limit for C chart, equal to lambda dash, and let all be this denoted by equation number 2. Now case 2, when you are not given standard, means if the value of lambda is not known, is not given, then it is estimated by the mean number of defects per units. Okay, if value of lambda is not given, then it is estimated by the mean number of defects per unit. Thus if ci is the number of defects observed on the ith, that is I is equal to 1 to k inspected unit, then an estimate of lambda is given by lambda hat is equal to c bar, and this is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to k ci upon k, and let it be equation number 3. And it can easily seen that C bar is an unbiased estimate of lambda. Okay, means it can be easily seen that C bar is an unbiased estimate of lambda, and in this case the control limits are given by, that is upper control limit for C chart equal to, for C is equal to C bar plus under root C bar, LCLC lower control limit for C chart is equal to C bar minus 3 under root C bar, and control limit for C CLC is equal to C bar, and let it be all denoted by equation number 4. Now since C cannot be negative, C cannot be negative, therefore if LCLC comes out to be negative, then it is taken to be 0. Means C cannot be taken to 0 negative, therefore if LCLC comes out to be negative, then it is assumed to be 0. Now the control line is drawn at C bar and UCL and LCL at the values given by equation number 4, and the observed number of defects on the inspected units. Okay, the observed number of defects on the inspected unit are then plotted on the control chart, and the interpretation of C chart are similar to the P chart. Now we will discuss one another points, that is C chart for variable sample size or U chart. C chart for variable sample size is not fixed, but sample size is changing. So we will discuss C chart for variable sample size, or it is known as U chart. In this case, instead of plotting C, the statistic U is equal to C by N. Okay, the statistics U is equal to C by N in the place of C is plotted, where N being the sample size which is changing variable varying. If Ni is the sample size and Ci the total number of defects observed in the ith sample, then Ui may be defined as Ui is equal to Ci upon Ni, where I is equal to 1 to k. And let it be equation number 1. Hence, Ui gives the average number of defects per unit for the ith sample. Okay, Ui gives you the number of defects per unit for the ith sample. And in this case, an estimate of lambda, that is the mean number of defects per unit, in the lot based on all the k samples is given by lambda head is equal to u bar, and this is equal to 1 upon k summation ui, and let it be equation number 2. Now we know that if x bar is the mean of random sample of size n, then standard error of x bar is equal to sigma u upon under root n, and hence the standard error of the average number of defects per unit is given by, that is standard error of u bar equal to under root lambda upon n, and this is equal to u bar by n, where lambda is equal to u bar. And let it be equation number 3, and hence 3 sigma control limits for a u chart, or it is known as C chart for variable sample size, are given by the upper control limit for u chart, that is UCL u bar is equal to u bar plus 3 under root u bar upon n. Similarly, LCL for u bar is equal to u bar minus 3 under root u bar upon n. Similarly, CLU equal to u bar. Okay, then it is above that, or it is obvious that control limits will vary for each sample size. The central line will be the same, and interpretation of this chart is similar to the P chart and D chart. So this is all about of your C chart. Now we will discuss what is the application of C chart. This is very important. It is sometimes also asked in your exam, so you should prepare the application of C chart. So we will discuss application of C chart point by point. Application of C chart. The universal nature of Poisson distribution as the law of small number makes the C chart technique quite useful. Okay, in spite of the limited field of application of C chart, there do exist situation in industry where C chart is needed, and some of the representative types of defects in which C chart can be applied with advantages are: number 1, C is the number of imperfection observed in a lot of cloth. C is the number of surface defects observed in roll of coated paper or a sheet of photographic film and a galvanized sheet or a painted plated surface area. Similar, number 3 point, C is the number of defects of cells. C is the number of defects of all types of observed in the aircraft sub assembles or fixed assembly. Once more, C is the number of defects of all types observed in the aircraft sub-assembles or fixed assembly. Next point is that C is the number of breakdown. You know the breakdown. C is the number of breakdown at weak spots in insulation in a given length of insulated wire subject to a specified test voltage. And fifth point is that C chart technique can be used with advantage in the various field other than industrial quality control. For example, it has been applied, number 1, to accident statistics, both of industrial accident and highway accidents. And second is in chemical laboratories. And sixth point is that C chart has been applied to the sampling acceptance procedure. Okay, C chart has been applied to sampling acceptance procedure which are based on number of defectives per unit. Okay, so I think you understand it well, you are intelligent. So this is all about of today lecture, and thank you. Be happy. Okay, that's all.